It is leg day again, and it's been a week. A lot of things have not gone according to my plans, at least in my head. Not that I'm a big planner anymore, but I still have certain quote unquote goals that I want to do or things that I want to get done during the week. And some of that just didn't really happen this week. I was sick. Now my wife's sick. Now maybe my daughter's getting sick. So it's cycling through the house. But aside from that, it's just overall stress bullshit that's coming up, and it's getting a little bit overwhelming. At least it did, or a little bit earlier this week. I was close to losing my shit. I needed to take a break. It was just so many things going on. It was not big things. It was a bunch of just little things that kind of piled on and kind of became something bigger than it should have been. It was just, like I said, it was a lot of stressful stuff. Like our 4-year-old dog was nonstop throwing up for a full day straight. Couldn't fucking figure it out. No rhyme or reason. And at the same time, our 4-month-old puppy would not stop going pee and shitting in the house, no matter how many times we took him out. So both of those at the same time was very stressful, trying to clean up one mess and the other one's making another mess, trying to keep them both away from the vomit. The house had some weird smell to it, and I couldn't fucking figure it out for the life of me. And yesterday I came home and I tore the kitchen apart, trying to figure out what the hell the smell was. Turns out that somebody had left dirty dishes in the dishwasher for I don't know how long, and they became their own organism at that point, and that's what was causing the smell. So I had all that piling on. Not sure if I actually divulged this before. I know I talk about it in the Whiskey and Fire podcast that I have with my friend Joe, who's also helped me with some of my videos, and his girlfriend Krista. But I have been unemployed for a couple months now. I've been working part-time, but my full-time job, I have not been able to land anything, and it's getting frustrating, especially because that safety net of money that I had is running low. So I'm just in a panic mode now and trying to figure that shit out. And it's trying to, it's one of those like, okay, do I continue trying to search and hope something lands? Do I go full head on into this content creation thing, into the social media stuff? Do I just dive right the fuck in and figure that out? But then it's like, okay, well, it's not just me. I have family, I have bills, school supplies and all this other shit. So all that started going off in my head, and it was getting to be too much. You get your teenagers with their own attitude. Anytime you're trying to have a conversation, it's always a defensive thing. It's always an argument. So that was piling on, and it was just, like I said, a lot of little things that were just stacking up to be something huge. And like I said, I was just close to losing my shit, and I didn't know what to do. So I originally had an idea for today for when I got to the gym as to what I wanted to focus on. I mean, it's squats day either way, but I had some kind of plan as to rep ranges and sets and weight and all this other bullshit. But given the week that I've had and how in my suburban brain now, how all this has been just a little bit overwhelming, I am just at the point where I am just gonna go today to the gym and say fuck it, and I'm just gonna lift. I'm just gonna lift until I can't lift anymore. I don't care about rep ranges. I don't care about sets. I'm just going to do whatever I can, how many times as I can, how heavy as I can go. I just want to take everything that's holding me down right now and then just push that the fuck off of me. I did that yesterday with some deadlifts, and I'm going to do that today with some squats. I'm going to film most of it. You guys are going to see it all, the raw, the failures, everything. I don't know how far I'm going to get with the weight. I don't really care. I am just going to murder the shit out of my legs, murder the shit out of the weight. I am literally just going to go back to old school training, old school bodybuilding style of just fucking throwing these weights around. No plan, no safety nets, nothing. It's just fucking raw dogging these fucking weights today. And you guys get to fucking tag along with me and see how this thing plays out today. Workout's complete. All the negativity, frustration, annoyance, stressfulness that I had inside, used all of that during the entire workout. Had music going. It was in the zone. It was a killer workout all around. And now chaos is out. We're back to being centered, balanced again. Mood is better. We're back to being in control. I mean, there's going to be days where we're going to have to just let shit loose and throw some weight around and see where the day goes. But right now, we did that. It's all gone. Now it's back to normal. Continue about our day to day. That's all I got to say for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one.